New frames, and also you were not limited to as many gold cards you can have in your deck. But then kind of we started developing them and making them a lot more different. And I think also like Nilfgaard was a big part as when the art style changed and improved. So could you maybe, Lorenz, will talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it's funny because the Gwent started as like some kind of improvement of the dice poker from The Witcher 1 and 2. So I think at the time we just wanted to add this kind of feeling of, okay, it's a mini game, but it has to feel you have to feel this kind of old cool game feeling. So all the cards, they were looking like more or less like tarot cards, I would say. So with very static pose, and that was cool, and we really enjoyed that. But when we decided to go for a standalone thing, a game, we were like, we have to come up with something more dynamic, like we're going to showcase a lot of characters, so they just don't have to stand. And also we had this idea of making them premium, so with this animation. So of course you can guess that the people who are not going to stand like this and like doing like
one pose.
So yeah, I think that's the reason why we try to, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, just from animation point of view, if you see the old cards, the characters are basically just standing as if they're, you know, a portrait, and that doesn't give much room for imagination in terms of animation on what you can do with the characters. So all you could do is just make the character look around, and that's not very interesting compared to the cards that you see now, where someone is killing someone, or you know, for example, Geralt is throwing Igni, so you have more room for VFX and animation and ideas. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you were mentioning the evolution with Nilfgaard, and I think that because we had a lot of new illustrators coming working for Gwent, because we needed a lot of cards actually, and we pretty much kind of run out of ideas of okay, so this character is standing with a sword, or okay, this guy is shooting with an arbalest. And at some point we just had to come up with like new compositions, new colors. And the cool thing is that we have kind of a lot of space in each cards to use our ideas. It's not like we had just a small frame. I mean, the whole card is visible in the battlefield, which is really cool for us.
I personally really enjoy the kind of parallax effect where you're able to move the card around and see kind of around the corner. It really
peek around the corner.
Yeah, it lends itself to like the immersion of the cards.
But this has a cool story actually, because when we were thinking about making premium cards, our art director, Kashare Deshu, she was really looking for something different for the premium cards, and she came out at the studio with this picture of a cat. I love this story, and it was like
what story is this?
It was a gif of a cat, like very psychedelic with
like
3D
cool
effects.
Colors moving back and forth, and it was like
And I think she showed it to Adam Badowski, and
it's like that's the premium version.
That's the premium version. It has to look like this. I'm not sure.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Still, there were a lot of work, and I think the first premium cards was an Aracas. It was looking very cool.
I remember when you tilted the card, you could see that there was a little mouse in the corner. It was like, it was like what you said, adding a little bit of backstory to it, like adding a little bit more to the card.
Yeah. So could you tell us a little bit about the process of creating all of these wonderful premium cards that we have in Gwent? So you'll obviously start with some kind of idea based in the lore, I guess, and then come up with versions.
So usually the writers of the game, they come up with a pitch that we read, and we try to respect that pitch. But when we come up with new ideas, of course, there is no issues. So this is how it starts. We provide 3 sketches, and then we just gather all the illustrators. We just gather, and we choose one of those 3 sketches. And once it's done, we just work and to achieve the illustration. And then we pass to those dudes to do the hard work.
So once the illustration is done, we pass it to the modeling department, who then creates the model of the illustration, and then we work on the animation. So depending on the illustration, if the character is from the game, then we look at the Witcher games and see if the character has any specific movements, what was the role in the game, and then we implement that on the cards. But if the character is not from the game, we have to do some background research, similar to a detective, you know, what's his story, and if he's a good guy or a bad guy, what are its characteristics. And once all of that research is done, we see the illustration and try to understand what is the story that is being told in the illustration, and if we can justify the art with the animation and VFX on top of it. So one example is of one of the crones, Wispus. and she has some twitching going on, so that was in the game, so we added that in the card as well to stay true to the character, so she's just not another creepy old lady.
Yeah, but that's not the best part, right? Sometimes when I'm working around the studio, I see you acting kind of weird. I recognize the cards.
Yes, so like as animators, we have different approaches that we take towards animating the cards. So some of our animators actually act it out. So if they're working on a character, they are going to record themselves and just repeat the movements, and they actually get into the mood of the character. So it looks quite funny, you know, especially when they're shooting outside, because inside people know what they're doing, but outside, you know, when you're walking around, you're taking a stroll, and there's this guy who's just being a weird person running around.
Creepy dude outside.
Yeah, you know,
that
can go terribly wrong in so many ways, you know. Some person just looking at a guy and calling the cops, you know, there's this weird person doing something, and then next day, you know, one of the animators is missing. But luckily that didn't happen. And I personally listen to music when I'm working. Not that kind of music.
No, that was terrible.
Yeah. But for example, when I worked on Heim, the illustration was so creepy. To come up with ideas, I was listening to the soundtrack from The Conjuring, because it's just so depressing in a good way. It actually set my mood, and you can actually visualize what's going on. So yeah, it helps a lot. And you can take references online as well.
Yeah. So there are lots of ways that the animating team get into the zone.
Yes,
some
you
people
have to go into that zone
Yeah.
and not get out of it until the animation is done.
Yeah. So we've obviously got some hidden acting talents within the team here as well.
Yeah.
Oscar-winning performances.
But it's also for the static illustrations. Like, for example, if you want to show a pose, you most likely need someone to sit down and take a photo.
Oh yeah, we do that a lot. Basically, most of the pictures I have on my phone is like pictures of my own hands. It's kind of weird, because you know, right? Like the hands are the most tricky part of the human anatomy to draw.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we do that a lot. Also, like you said, we're just taking the pose for. So basically, we have lots of plastic swords at the studio that we use. They look kind of ridiculous because they're made from foam.
Like foam, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw those. I was like, well, why do they need those?
We need those.
Do they fight in between? Or?
I mean, I wish we had the proper equipment like you do. Where's your sword, by the way?
It actually fell down. Here it is.
Take care of your sword, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we do, because we really need to be as realistic as possible.
Yeah.
And in that case, you really don't do that without a proper reference. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think everyone really appreciates the art within the game. It's one of the kind of main selling points of Gwent is the beautiful art which you guys create, and how immersive the cards are, and the attention to detail, as well as the little, you know, Easter eggs which come along with some of the cards as well.
You have to be patient to find those.
There are a lot of Easter eggs coming up. Yeah.
The one I like is the one with Regis, which is one of the cards that you enjoy, right?
Yeah, I love Regis.
But don't tell anybody what's happening after 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah. You have to watch the card for 5 minutes, and then you will see what happens.
Yeah.
You really gotta be patient.
It's a little detail, but I think players, not most of them actually caught that Easter egg, so it's actually one of the good ones.
So could you tell us a bit about maybe like what your favorite card is, your favorite premium card in the game?
My favorite premium card is Vilgefortz. I saw that card, and he's just absolutely destroying that person with fire, and
No spoilers.
Who's that person? I don't know.
Well, after his face is burned, we probably never know who that person was anyway. But yeah, he looks so menacing, and he's like enjoying what he's doing, and I absolutely love that.
Yeah, he's grinning, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like that card turns me evil. It's like, you know, if I get that power, I'd totally do that as well.
I wonder who acted that one out. You have to watch out for them.
Yes, I'll totally do that.
Sometimes we really look forward for the animation. Like when Nemanja was illustrating this card, we're like, oh, okay, so that can be out of control. And it did.
So what's your favorite premium
My favorite card has also the best name. It's Asir Var Anahid. It's the lady with the cat portal. I think it's a crazy idea, and I love it. Like the VFX guys that just came up with this kind of different color atmosphere at some point. And I think it's really well done. And also, it's very psychedelic. Yeah, definitely. You were mentioning that you love to listen to creepy songs.
Oh yes,
I love to listen to psychedelic rock music. I think it fits.
It fits into the whole illustrator persona. Talking about new things, we also have 3 new premiums that we want to showcase.
Yes, we've got a bit of a reveal today.
Yes.
Is it a leak?
It is a leak.
Oh.
You know I love leaks. So we have a new version of Geralt. Erden.
Would you like to tell us maybe a bit about Erden and how it was created or who created it?
So yeah, I think this card was made by Anna Podedborna, and the cool thing is that it showcases a noon wraith in the background, and it fits perfectly the quest actually in the game, where it's the first time that it really gets important, and you can like that's the only way to fight a noon wraith, right?
Yeah, definitely. The sign is very fitting. So we've got, what have we got so far? We've got Quen, we've got Ard, Erden now, Igni obviously. So Axie maybe on the horizon.
Yeah. I hope the next one will be Geralt Vodka.
Yeah, I think I like that idea. That should be a code.
Yeah, in Yennefer's clothes.
In the party in Cameron, that'll be perfect.
Okay, so we've said we have the new Geralt, but we also have a new Ciri as well.
Yes.
This is version 3 of Ciri.
Ooh, this one was hard to create.
What's up with the hands like?
Yeah.
What's that? Tell me more.
Guess what's happening? She's traveling between the worlds.
Whoa,
So
okay.
that was the idea, and because she's not doing it in the game, that was kind of hard to come up with an idea of, okay, what does it look like? So what I wanted to showcase is like part of her body are in different dimensions. So basically you can see that she doesn't have like 4 different arms, of course. It's just that they are kind of warping around her. It also gives this kind of clockwork feeling. That, so I was very like curious to see what the animators and the VFX artists were going to do with this one, because I was like, I don't even really understand what's going on here, but they will figure out.
So how did you find tackling this problem of making traveling between different dimensions translate to 2D?
The concept was so tricky that, you know, how do you show that in animation? Because it's not a 3D model, so you can't rotate Ciri around, you can't like put her wherever you want. But we took reference from the fight in Kaer Morhen, where Ciri loses all her, control, and she's like screaming, and all the energy around her, and the card looked very similar. So we thought, okay, let's try that. So we have an intro for the card where she screams, and everything, the energy, everything is just going up, and she's screaming. And what we thought we can do with the hand, instead of animating the hand separately behind her, to not make it look like it's a different hand, we thought it's just going to follow the same path of her original hand. It's just that it's going to jitter so that it looks like she's, losing the control of her powers, and she's kind of teleporting, but not teleporting,
like
and glitching.
Yeah, through the matrix.
Glitching cool. Like Roach.
Yeah. And then the VFX guys added on top of that, and they made the energy look so intense that, I think it will be very clear what's going on. It won't be as confusing.
Yeah, you guys did a very good job. Thank you for that. That was not an easy one.
I don't think it was an easy concept for anyone,
Definitely.
How do you
traveling through space and time is quite hard to put in card form.
It's difficult to get Lorenzo out of his mind when he's listening to psychedelic rock, and they're going like, yeah, she's gonna be moving like this, traveling, it's gonna be cool. And then the guys were like, I don't see it. Oh wait, okay.
But I think you start to understand me. That's
cool. See?
Yeah, I really like the consistency through lots of cards which have a similar kind of experience. So we have this version of Ciri, and also Pavetta and Iflin, who are all kind of, I think they're known as sources, and they're like channeling their powers. Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Talking about impressive things, the third card that we have is Uma, the most requested card by the community. Like my favorite character, just because it's cute and creepy at the same time. And yeah, it's just jumping up and down, trying to catch a butterfly.
Does he catch it at some point? No, come on. He's not cruel.
No,
maybe there's Easter.
He doesn't catch it.
I don't think he's like cruel
catch
to animals. That would be cruel.
Did you do that, guys? No.
No, but the animator who worked on it actually recorded himself. And
skipping outside?
Yes, he was outside the studio recording himself, twisting his legs like Uma with his hands, even the facial expression and the neck.
Wow.
And he was just running around, and we watched it, we were like, what is he doing? And Yeah, but he did it so well, you know. If you see Uma and his performance, it's like you wouldn't know which is the real one.
It's true. I've seen the video, and
yeah, I can tell. It's an Oscar-winning performance. And, you know, everyone needs to see that.
I think we need to see that video.
Yeah, I think definitely need to see that.
There's also a lot of hidden acting talents within
чтобы ребят не перебивать, не забивать.
Sometimes it gets a bit dangerous, you know, because they're getting the character so much. We sometimes need to get a psychiatrist. Yeah, it's like, you know, you're not this person. And then they have like, you know, multiple personality disorder because they've worked on so many cards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Be an animator.
Yeah. It'll be fun, they said. It'll be safe, they said. No.
So it was really interesting learning a bit about some of these brand new cards which are coming, but now we're going to take some time to look at some of the pre-existing cards and delve into the lore a little bit more. So Adalbert has been cooking up something for the past few weeks and he's very excited to share it with you.
Так, сейчас нам будет анонсик.
Greetings! You play! You play, you play, you play! Perhaps lamely so, perhaps exceedingly well. But you put in hours, and so you think you know all there is to know about the cards. But you do not know what lies beyond. So I am here to tell you what lies beyond the frame. To start, 3 women, all formidable. I knew them all, did what they commanded. The first, Yuta Andimun. A sword maiden, since childhood, vowed before the goddess Freya she would only wed the man who would defeat her in a duel. Many brave lads of Faroe Isle attempted as much and failed.
Он рассказывает про ее биографию, что это единственная девушка, которую смог победить только один мужчина, и никто не мог победить.
Defeated, and whose shadow looms over her. 2 sword hilts erect over his shoulder. That's right, Witcher Geralt of Rivia. Wed, they did not. But other things. The second, Keira Metz. An eccentric, a hater of the filthy outdoors, a maker of aphrodisiacs, a user of aphrodisiacs, a pusher of aphrodisiacs. But upon the card, we see Keira emitting a kinetic blast. 'Twas at the Battle of Kaer Morhen, in the age when the wild had descended upon the earth. A battle that swayed the world's fate, and at which Keira found her mate and partner in the Witcher, Lambert. And though we do not see Lambert on Keira's card, we do see Keira upon Lambert's card, flailing her arms about and sending elves flying. Alas,
Лол, реально, Кейра там есть на карте. Офигеть!
Yes, I was there too. Elsewise, I could not have brought you this tale. And last, the third of our formidable females, who alas, ended chained to a rock. Berna Bran, for of her I speak, widow of King Bran of Clan Tuirsech, mother of his firstborn son Svanrigr. She had the will to power, and did what was required, perpetrating a great massacre at a feast. But I ask you, what else did those gluttons deserve? And so I ventured down to the coast to witness and document her noble suffering, her slow but admirable waning, whipped by winds and water. Alas, a gust tore the scroll from my hand, which slapped her across the face, rendering her suffering a trifle, a fact I much regret. There you have them, Gwenters, one and all, 3 formidable females. Join me next time for more words.
Интересная достаточно тема, но здесь видите как бы...
Yeah, I think she deserved it, right? The slap on her face
with the newspaper.
It's just a paper.
It was harsh, but yeah, like actually getting to know the story behind the card is really cool. Because some of the things that he mentioned, like Yuta, for example, I didn't know it was Geralt's shadow.
No,
I didn't look at the card so much to actually notice that. So it's good to get the background story and kind of you know, like you guys said, the cards themselves, they already have a story, but to learn more and more is really, really cool. Yeah.
And I've seen that Lambert card so much, but I never realized Kira was in the background.
Yeah, in the background.
Yeah, and the two cards
it's
like relate.
The same scene, but in a different angle.
Yeah, it's
cool. It has like a you know.
Kira там очень тяжело увидеть, надо признать.
Because we're used to the kind of trio card, so like the Shield Maidens or something, but this gives you a kind of like a 360 view of the situation.
Oh yeah, and let me tell you that it's a nightmare for the animators.
Yeah, but the illustrations are usually like so good all the time that you know what's happening in the card, so it's actually not that difficult. It's only the concept that gets tricky sometimes, like with Siri, but most of the time it's like we know what's happening.
Yeah,
and we know the
cool. So we can even go more complicated next time.
Yeah,
no, I shouldn't have said
go
that.
crazy.
I can take that back.
Okay, awesome. So now we're going to move on to the next segment of the show, which is one of our favorites, and this is the Community Corner.
Dialogue community.
All right, guys, welcome to the Community Corner. What I have for you today is actually a piece with me here.
Look at that.
And I'm gonna need your help, Ash, to
unfold
this beauty.
Redania. Mahaka Mountains.
Yeah, here we go. Here, it's a map of the Witcher world, and it's really cool, handmade. And it's actually used in The Witcher.
Но она не очень подробная. Я не вижу здесь.
Я
не вижу границ Ковера, Повеса и вот этих вот
There's Temeria, Redania, all of them.
Yeah, they've even got the smaller places, like they've got Vengerberg.
Не, есть они. Но границы какие-то неясные.
Of course. Yeah.
Nice.
I really like this one. Yeah, it's by Katarzyna Hummelt, and she made this, and they're like
someone died to make this.
Yeah, it has a bloody hand here. I don't know what's up with that. Nothing good for sure. Let's fold this away. Moving on. I'll just put this here. Moving on. We also have an awesome shield. Cheers to you. Cheers. By Alejandro Anzolega, and he's known also as Mahakam Workshop on Facebook. And yeah, our shields are our ramparts, pretty much.
I love this. It's like a full-sized Shield Maiden shield.
Yeah, and
it's incredible.
It looks totally like in the illustration. So.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Really, really good. I think you would need one to protect yourself.
Yeah,
you have the sword, but you don't
have the sword, but I don't have the shield.
You don't need it. You're just sort of a berserk and...
just...
So, Buja, Shield Maiden cosplay.
That's the link of today.
Maybe next episode. Yeah. All right, moving on. It's Ibedia Mademoiselle. That's the author.
Mademoiselle. Perfect.
Yeah, thank you. And it's a Temerian soldier, and it's really cool because it's a different twist to the character. And I really like the art style because it could like totally be a Gwent card.
Он как-то на Йорвита очень мордой похож.
It should be part of the card collection.
Awesome work.
Also, we have two cosplays that we have with us at BGS, so Brazil Game Show.
Yeah, we know them pretty well.
Yeah, so Shermi and Nadia, Shermi cosplay and Nadia Sonika, and we're shot by Bruno Antonucci Fotografia.
Speaking of shooting, they were catapult at the show, right?
Yeah.
We were just shooting.
There was a life-sized trebuchet or catapult at the Brazil Game Show.
Yeah, we're catapulting T-shirts.
Oh, just T-shirts.
Yeah.
No boulders.
No. It was safe. Everybody was safe.
No one got hurt.
Yeah. Also, I encourage you to send us your memes. So if you follow us on Facebook or Twitter, in the comment section you can add your own meme. And the meme we have today is the Nilfgaardian knight who is praising the sun. And it's like step by step. It's very cool.
Nice. Do you praise the sun every day?
Of course.
Several times a day.
Yeah, it's so cold. You have to do that.
Yeah.
Poland is kind of cold nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Especially when there's winter time and it's cold. Yeah. Praise the sun. And as always, I want you to send your plays of the month. So you have to go to playgwent.com/POTM. And simple as that.
So that was fantastic. It was really nice to see all of the creations in the Community Corner, in particular the physical props which people are making. Yeah, maybe we could get a few sent and decorate the place around here. Okay, so that is the end of the show. I really hope you enjoyed learning some stuff from our guests this week, learning about the cards within Gwent. It's been really interesting hearing the behind the scenes, especially what the artists get up to here. It's been very informative.
And what the animators have to do.
It's not a secret anymore.
Hopefully we'll see some of that footage soon.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
Soon TM.
Yeah.
We have a lot to see.
Okay, so wonderful. Thank you so much for watching the show today. Really hope you enjoyed it, learned something new, and we will see you on the next one very shortly.
Пока. Ну, что сказать? Random Gin. На этом, судя по всему, стрим разработчиков у нас закончился. Ничего такого...
Just like that, that was episode 4 for you. Premiered here, and it will be available still today on our YouTube channel. So if you missed it, you can go back and watch it.
По картам они пока рассказывали только о том, что какие в принципе будут новые карты, вот то, что будут несколько новых целей, несколько
20 cards, but these are not all the cards that you'll be able to see. Around
они сейчас будут
mid-December,
показывать карты, но не все.
We will have to the game coming around or a little bit over 109 cards coming to Gwent, the Witcher card game. So it's not 20, as you guys said.
Нет, 109
basically
карт.
the most confusing way of saying that. Like,
109 карт.
Over 100, you're like, over 109 cards. It's like,
specifically.
Because to confuse them.
It's pretty much, it's not 109, it's maybe a little bit over, a little bit less, but it's ballpark figure, as they say, pretty much. Yeah.
Это может быть и
so those are coming to the
больше.
game, along with some of the other updates that you guys are working on.
Yeah, of course.
But we'll have many streams after this one. We'll be going by 20s, showing you each card, like number of cards, like 20, 20, 20, until we get to 100.
We'll see.
И показывать они будут по 20 карт.
Yep.
За один патч они собирают, они собираются несколько стримов показать по 20 карт, и потом выпустят 109.
But let me actually move to our first card that we want to show.
Here we go, Isengrim Outlaw.
Yes, this is actually presenting a new mechanic that we're introducing.
О, Choose One появился! Ура, ребята!
Because what he is doing, like, actually he introduces two mechanics. One is the Choose One. So you'll be able to choose one of two options. Sometimes it'll be more than two options. And you'll be able to, to choose what the card is doing. So the first option in this situation is spawn a silver special card. What spawn a silver special card means is that you'll get a choice of 3 silver cards from the game, any cards from the game, and you'll be able to choose one of those, spawn it, and immediately play it.
Whoa!
So yeah, so
любую из серебряных карт в игре выбираешь свободно и играешь.
Also a spawn mechanic, but
for the best faction.
Yes, but you could actually see that because he is a Scoia'tael gold. So basically, the other option is just to spawn a silver Scoia'tael unit. So you're getting any silver Scoia'tael unit from the game. You're getting 3 options. You can pick one of those, and you're just spawning and playing.
Simple as that.
Обосраться!
Вам
для этого даже не надо в колоде иметь эту серебряную карту.
Yeah. This card is obviously.
Еще раз, в конце сезона 109 карт добавить. Нет, патч когда выйдет. Они сказали, что когда патч выйдет 109 карт. Если я все правильно понял.
A bit not reliable on a ladder, but again, I still think it will find some play, and it will be really, really amazing to play.
I will play for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Охренеть. Вот эта вот штука вам позволит вынимать из игры вообще, из всей коллекции любого Scoia'tael на выбор или любую серебряную карту.
Yeah, take it away.
Yeah, of course.
Him.
So yeah, again, he's a choose one card. So because we actually with this patch wanted to make quite a few cards more versatile than we had.
Это слабее в разы.
So his first option is play a cursed unit from your deck. It's just simple. Basically, if you have any cursed units, like if you have any berserkers, if you have
выбрать проклятый.
Play one of those units from the deck. And the other option is spawn again silver unit from your opponent's deck. So you're taking all of the silver units in your opponent's deck. It will again roll 3 units out of this entire pool, and you'll be able to select one and spawn it and play it on the board. So basically, again, versatile card, so you can play it relatively solidly, let's say, with the first option if you're playing a cursed deck. But if you want to, you can take a risk and you can try to get something from your opponent's deck as well. So yeah, so this is him.
Ну да, два варианта игры у этой карты, либо стопроцентно, если ты играешь на прок.
A different Weavis, a gold Weavis.
Yeah, gold
Weavis incantation.
Золотая.
She's a mage.
Пряха, по-моему.
Yeah, she says that. That's really, really cool. I like that in the flavor text. But moving on to the ability.
So as you can see, we have a trend here because this is another one that is a choose one. And what this one does, it basically can strengthen all of your allied relics by 2.
Relic from your...
all of your relics in the deck, relics on the board, stuff like that. Or you can play a bronze or silver relic from your deck.
Но слабенько достаточно. То есть ты играешь реликта бронзового, если колоду усиливаешь его на 2, либо ты...
So yeah.
Либо ты усиливаешь
this one is much more
всех реликтов на своей стороне на 2.
Ну
хотя гибкая карта прикольная. Мне вот это, кстати, мне нравится. Вот это прикольно. Охренеть, собственно, за 4 бочки уже из ВК. Круто тебе.
So there you have it. Obviously, art is
надо мне тоже поднапрячься.
I don't think she looks happy like with all the crows flying around.
Yeah, me neither, but I think you dig her.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Однако,
New Letho.
Yeah, your boy.
New Letho.
Your boy
Letho the Kingslayer. Wow, this reminds me of The Witcher. I've been recently playing The Witcher 2 again since I finally got a proper PC, and I'm enjoying it.
Уничтожьте вражеского лидера
на доске. And of course, again, we're following the trend of choose one.
Yep.
Сделать эту карту в 11. Или сыграйте бронзового или серебряного тактика из вашей колоды. Или сыграйте бронзовую или серебряную тактику из вашей колоды.
And the second one allows you to play a bronze or silver tactic from your deck. So basically a tutor card.
Yes.
Yeah, again, really reliable choice if you're playing against any opponent with a leader. So I would say against any player.
Yeah. I just feel bad for Foltest on the ground.
No, you don't.
I do.
You hate Foltest.
No, I like Foltest.
But you like always Koya.
Yeah, but you know.
Okay.
Вот ты!
I like to experiment.
Let's not explore that.
Тебе же не нравится Фольтес. Нет, мне нравится Фольтес. Тебе же нравится Скотели. Знаешь ли. И вот Геральт Ирден. Reset all units and remove their tokens.
Writing simpler, we actually tried to make our tool.
Wow!
Not over complex as we.
Yeah, I remember one day I walked.
Это просто попа-боль спам колод всех.
Are you gonna do this for all cards? He's like,
эта карта, это
just unbelievable.
Basically, we trust you guys that you'll understand the simple.
Это до свидания спам.
So yes, what he does, exactly what he says. He resets all units, so resets them to their base power, and removes their tokens. So if they were locked, if they were, I don't know, resilient, stuff like that, everything will be cleared. He'll clear the entire board.
Nice.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Охренеть. Это очень жестко. Ну, как бы я не то чтобы прям мастер спама, и не то чтобы я его очень любил, но вот эта вот карта, она просто ломает этот архетип. 7 силы, дуэль.
Okay, so this one actually has something new. It's again a new mechanic that we're introducing with the upcoming patch.
Duel.
Придет новая механика дуэли.
This guy from The Witcher 2 again. He was one of the cursed soldiers, right? Actually, of the cursed commanders. So yeah, he is dueling an enemy. What dueling means? Dueling means you will select a target on the opponent side of the board, and then you will deal as much damage to him as you have power. But then this opponent will return in the same way. So, for instance, if you would attack an 11 right now, he would deal 7 damage to this 11 points worth of unit. So the unit would go down to 4, but then this 4 damage would be dealt to you, because this is how duel works.
Ха, прикольная тема.
this outcome you would just destroy the
Как
unit,
работает дуэль? Вы выставляете юнита, допустим, он поставит вот эту семерку против 11, он нанесет ей семерку, у 11 станет четверка, и эта четверка полетит обратно в лицо семерки. Семерка снизится до 3, и так пока один из них не сдохнет. Я так понял. А у него еще... А, нет, она снизится не до 3, она снизится до 6. И потом еще раз долбанет. Слушай, это жестко, она может очень сильную карту ослабить.
Now this is what I've been waiting for.
Banish your
Saskia Dragonfire and this ability. When I first saw it on paper, like totally blew my mind. I mean, you banish your hand and you draw that many cards. It's simple as that, but it's like, oh my god.
А что с этим делать, ребята?
You were saying that you really love it. It's like resetting your hand.
Уничтожьте вашу руку и возьмите из колоды столько же карт. Что с этим можно сделать? Нужна синергия. Нужна синергия, но вот эта карта, это такая дичь.
To your hand, but if you have a really not that good draw at the very beginning,
you can pretty much reset your hand.
You could be crazy, yeah. You could just play Saskia and get 9 new cards because obviously you played her, so you will have only 9 cards.
А, ну в принципе да, там не обязательно же всю руку сбрасывать. Но все равно прикольно. Блин, я хочу синергию. Я хочу синергию какую-то с уничтожением руки. Дайте, пожалуйста, дайте возможность. Типа, когда карта уничтожена, она там выплевывает какую-нибудь дичь или что-нибудь происходит. Ну дайте, пожалуйста, это же круто. Это прикольно, это прикольно.
More dragons.
У тебя в руке есть набор карт, и приходит Саския. Ты ее плюхаешь на стол, все твои карты сжигаются, просто они уходят из игры совсем. И ты столько карт, сколько ты сжег, ты берешь из колоды.
Hangman's Venom.
Ignore that because it is Hangman's Venom.
Damage to
it's actually easier to pronounce.
And all units.
So we're gonna trade cards.
Categories.
You're able to choose between either select a target and deal 2 damage to this target, and all of the targets that share the same category. So, for instance, you're targeting Clan Tursek. All of the guys from Clan Tursek will get damaged by 2.
Bye bye.
Or you can just select to destroy a bronze or silver neutral unit. So the unit that is, pulled from the neutral decks.
Эта штука наносит 2 единицы урона всем юнитам, относящимся к одной категории, то есть там, допустим, всем магам, всем солдатам, вот так вот. Либо уничтожает бронзового или серебряного нейтрального юнита. Это прикольная тема, потому что королевства Севера от этого будут страдать. Да, в принципе, до хрена кто от этого будет страдать. Очень крутая карта, на самом деле. 5 силы, 4 единицы
deals 4 damage to the units at the end of the row. What at the end of the row means? It just means that this will hit the unit on the far left and on the far right. And that's basically it. If there's only one unit, she will only deal 4 damage. She will not deal the damage twice. Just so you know.
В конце строчки, в конце ряда стоят слева и справа, а она вот им по четверке выписывает. И если один юнит в ряду стоит, то она типа не нанесет дважды урон. Она один раз нанесет четверку. Нанесите 8 единиц урона, не монстр.
Exactly. So those of you that don't know what Striga is, it's actually a cursed princess.
Yes.
But let's focus on her ability. You can play which one or read books. Basically,
you'll know what's going on.
Yeah, I think it was in the Last Wish. Yes. Okay. So what she does? She deals 8 damage to a non-monster unit. As you can see, she's a bit above the average power of silver units.
Да, еще, кстати, они советуют почитать книжки, чтобы понимать, что вообще происходит. Вот эта Стрига, это типа проклятая принцесса, для тех, кто не знает, принцесса зовут Ада, она вот проклятая и вот так вот выглядит по ночам.
I think this one actually will shine in the new mode as well.
Yep.
Достаточно простенькая обилка, то есть 5 сил и 8 единиц.
More cursed people.
To cursed people that
5
have a
сил
really tough life right now.
Yeah, he doesn't look too happy.
Yeah, so if you read the ability, it's basically a better axeman, because this is the axeman, I mean the axeman.
Ребята, это финишер, скеллиги на ранениях. Скеллиги на ранениях из-за лайф.
The enemy doesn't need to be on the opposite row. It can be enemy wherever, sorry. So yeah, so basically this is it. And let's move on from cursed people to more cursed people.
But a beast that is cursed, and his name is Vincent.
Yeah, you can recognize him. He's a werewolf. He's not fully transformed in the.
Блин, дайте первого Ведьмака в новом движке,
This isn't his final form, as they would say.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure quite a few of you will
recognize him. Yeah.
So obviously it's an orphan realm. And it's an orphan realm unit that supports the armor archetype. Because what he does is he destroys the armor of all units on the board, not only the orphan,
броню. Уничтожьте броню всех юнитов, всех юнитов своих чужих, затем усильте вот эту тушку наполовину значения уничтоженной брони. Ну, это финишер для бронированного севера, прикольная тема.
Yes, my favorite duo, the cat and the dog.
Yeah, quite a few people requested.
О, кстати, вот говорят, что много ребят спрашивали, где собака с кошкой, вот они.
These two are actually
Moving unit from your deck to your hand.
So what these units are doing, I mean this unit.
Ой, не нравится обилка.
Then you're able to select any unit from your deck, so it can be a gold unit, it can be silver unit, it can be any unit that you want to.
Да, и ты можешь его же дискардить.
After you have drawn the unit, then you discard the random card from your hand.
Да, рандом.
This is basically
so you get
то есть ты можешь взять...
Это
хреновая тема. Ты можешь взять какую-нибудь золотую карту охренячую, ее поместить себе в руку, а потом дискардить и ее же дискарднуть.
Over your gamble. It's not like, you know, full control, but you get the idea. So yeah, so
нет, мне не нравится эта карта, отвратительная.
They are not cursed.
Да, это дроу, да, это дроу нужные карты, но это также может дискарднуть эту нужную карту. Boost unit, by the best power of bronze, silver unit is your hand.
He kind of teased items a little bit before,
усильте юнита на базовую силу, бронзовую или серебряную карту вашей
and the ability, so take it away.
So yeah, so item is a kind of a special card. I mean, it's a category of a special card. So what this one is doing, it allows you to select a card in your hand and then take the base power of this selected card and put it as a boost on a unit on your board. So if you select like a Manticore, you'll be able to get a lot of points.
Но они хотят, чтобы жирные тушки играли, типа берите в колоду мантикору и радости жизни. То есть типа ты выбираешь мантикору, цели вот этого спыла, усиливаешь там кого-то на 12 и типа ок.
This one is obviously a Scaliga card, as you can see. And what it does, it resurrects, I mean, it allows you to choose. Again,
bronze
I
beast.
totally forgot how to say that. It allows you to resurrect the bronze beast, so you can resurrect any of your bears that you have in your graveyard.
Eat by 3.
Or you can heal an ally and strengthen it by 3. So again, a choice, either resurrect a bear or actually resurrect a beast. But obviously, I know that you'll choose bears. Or heal an ally and strengthen it by 3. It will probably be really good in a cursed.
Yeah, it gives you 2 options.
So yeah, moving
не, но Гвинт делают еще более опциональным. Это очень круто. Но мне не нравится движение в сторону рандома посредством вот этого вот кота и собаки. Это прям вообще
trying to think of an art for this. It's quite difficult. Like, how am I supposed to like make winch cool? And there's like, if you see, there's a little mouse there on the winch on the handle. Which is really cool.
Yeah. You should just, you know, take a screenshot of this part and just zoom in on the mouse. Actually, the detail there is amazing.
It's amazing, yeah.
So what this card does, it spawns again. So it takes all of the normal
машину Королевства Севера и усилить ее на 2
units out of that pool and allows you to select one, play it, and boost it by 2.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really good ability. This one, I think actually, this one will be played on ladder, because it's the pull of the cards is more reliable in this situation. So basically this is it. And then
Нет, ну это круто.
Peasant militia.
Peasant militia. Yeah, I recognize these faces from somewhere. Somewhere around our studio. But yeah, pretty much what it does, it fills the role with peasants. We won't go into numbers and specifics, but I can tell you it fills the role with peasants, and I think we should leave it at that. That's the information I got from a certain source called Rethus, of course. So this is pretty much the ability, and you see that the
peasant itself.
Yeah, the peasant itself is just one power.
Yeah, right? Just one power with no ability, and just with a soldier tag, and that's it. So yeah, so this is basically peasant militia.
Что-то я не понял, там написано заполните ряд вот этими вот peasant militiaми.
This one is really simple. It's a soldier, it's an elf. When you play it,
значит заполните ряд бесконечный? Как это заполните?
Select where you want to play the copy, but this is basically it. Nothing really complex about this one. Just if you want some presence on the board, you can play him, and that's basically it.
Yep.
So moving on.
Spawn a copy of this
Viper Witcher.
It's basically a Witcher from the Viper school.
Exactly.
7 силы, нанести средний урон.
You remember. Like if you actually would, if you recall the Witcher 2 and Oaks and Sheriff, they were from the Viper school.
Нанесите средний урон, усильте урон за каждую, на одну единицу за каждую карту алхимии.
He's just 7 power that deals 3 damage. But you can increase the damage dealt by 1 for each alchemy card that you have in your initial deck.
This is gonna be nice.
This means discount the alchemy cards in your deck when you're going into the game. So these are the alchemy cards that you put in your deck builder. So if you spawn any more alchemy cards, they will not be counted into.
То есть учитываются карты только которые есть в колоде. Те, которые вы наспауните, они не учитываются.
So this will reward your deck building. Okay.
Дорогие, здравствуйте. Здравствуйте, Ирен.
Let's move on to our last card. Yeah, so again a quick
Семени силы и Mon
and a beast.
So, 7 on contact
as you can see, he has one really simple keyword there, which is immune.
Immune.
And what immune does? Immune is actually, again, a new mechanic that allows this card not to be targeted by anything. If you have any card that targets, like anything that shoots something, like Alzur Standard, like anything that requires putting manual target,
всякие таргетированные заклинания.
This one can't be affected by it. It can still be affected by AoE attacks and raw attacks and weather, obviously. You just can't target it.
Yeah.
So if you want to actually boost it with Swallow Potion, you will not be able to do that as well.
He's immune to that.
So this is it.
То есть вы его не можете бустануть ничем таргетированным, типа там типа там ласточки или чем-то таким. Вы не можете его продамажить громом Альзура, но на него действуют погодные эффекты, массовые всякие спылы и прочая дрянь. Своего рода волшебный дракончик.
Yes, that's the plan.
Кто играет в Hearthstone, меня поймет. Сказочный дракончик.
So you can expect more units that will work with Moonlight. You can expect us to tell you what Moonlight is, and this was the last card for today.
Soon TM.
Yes, soon TM.
Yeah, so what we should do now, most likely, is I'll use this magical keyboard to show you guys something.
Я не уверен, что я правильно понял. Мне кажется, они добавят всего 109 карт, но они их будут добавлять шагом 20 там, с чем-то.
New tab, like if you scroll down in the main section, you can see something called card reveals, and if you click on it to see more, you will see a new part of the website where we actually have these cards that we showed you today, and you can check them out, read all their abilities, and you can of course go to the forums and discuss everything, that what you think this is going to work or not going to work, or with what this is going to work.
Ну типа вот на сайте они показали вот этот вот раздел, можете туда заходить, писать типа, что думаете, сработает, не работает эта карта, и типа когда они выйдут, можете проверить себя.
Most likely be doing this for every card reveal that we do. So pretty much if you scroll down, you see that there are many cards that are still not uncovered. So this is pretty much the place where you can have everything. So you don't need to post everything on Reddit, you don't need to post everything on forums, you don't need to make any more, you know, articles, stuff. You have it all here. You just have to go here and just go through them. Yeah. So that's that. as I mentioned before, we'll have more streams where we'll show the remaining cards. Next week, what we'll also have is something called Faction Challenge. And I won't go into specifics, but you can pretty much expect that it's going to be something cool around factions and probably them battling each other. So I hope you like that. Don't forget that this weekend is Gwen Slam number 3. So you have to go to Life Coach's channel and check it out. I think it starts on Saturday at 1 o'clock and on Sunday it's at 3 o'clock. CET, of course. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. As I mentioned, and I'll mention it again, there will be a bit over 109 cards coming to the game.
This is such a weird way.
I know, but I like it that way.
Doesn't make any sense.
And it's going to be like most likely mid-December,
Вы говорите, будьте готовы. В игру идут 109 карт. Ребята, вы успели собрать коллекцию? А нам насрать.
What I encourage you to do is, check out the cards again, go to our forums, discuss them. And I hope you like this. We'll be doing more streams very, very soon. So just check them out. And I think that's pretty much that. Any closing statements that you want to pass on?
No, I don't think so. I think you covered everything.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed episode 4. And I hope you enjoyed the first reveal. Like I said, more are coming. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for the love. And yeah, take care.
See you next time.
Ну, круто. Круто. Thank you for watching plaguewin.com. Что ж, дорогие друзья, что хотелось бы отметить. Ну, вначале там рассказывали про работу дизайнеров, это как бы такая себе интересная тема. Да, в принципе, ну, послушать интересно, но переводить это все тяжеловато. Потому что, ну, стоит отметить, что ребята дают информацию просто очень быстро. Переводить вот вместе с ними говоря, это значит пропустить где-то 50% информации, потому что пока ты переводишь, они говорят очень-очень много, поэтому, как вы видели,
he is, skilled enough?
Так, видимо, здесь пошло интервью или что-то такое. Так, значит, они сделали раздел на сайте. Подожди, а как он называется? Они сделали раздел на сайте, где вот здесь вот форум или где? Знакомство с картами. Ну вот, знакомство с картами. Вот. Где-то должен быть отдельно этот раздел, они показывали же вроде. Нет, тут берите бесплатно. Нет, это не то. Нет, тоже не то. Форум, нет, не форум. Галерея. Галерея. Нет, не галерея, база данных. Да блин, куда он тыкал? Masters. Нет, новости. Куда он тыкал? Я пропустил. А ребята, это... Forums. Нет, это не Forums. Блин. Ну вот, знакомство с картами. Как этот раздел открыть? Ваша рука, как побеждать? Королевство Севера, чудо. Давать Машу, блин. Должен информировать. Парарарам. Короче, здесь вот есть раздел где-то, который я не могу никак найти. Информация о дате релиза кровной мести. Короче, не могу найти. В общем, здесь на сайте вот такой вот есть большой раздел. Знакомство с картами. Может, они прикрепили уже туда SEO штуки всякие. О, вот. Как сюда попасть, я без понятия, но вот, короче говоря, вот такой раздел есть, где будут открываться картишки, которые они... Давай-ка на фон музычку поставим. Вот. Здесь будут открываться картишки, которые они будут в процессе анонса, по мере анонса. Те, что они уже анонсировали, здесь есть. Их здесь можно прочитать их обилку, обсудить на форуме и, в общем, познакомиться с этими всеми картами. Вот только интересно, они вот здесь вот 10 сделали у Геральта, но это мега до хера просто, учитывая его обилку. Показывали, когда в игре у него было 5 силы, то есть интересно, сколько будет в итоге. Вот. Карты... Ну, блин. Мне нравится то, что в Гвинт добавляют новые механики. Безусловно. Мне нравится, что так интенсивно выходят новые карты. Это вау, очень круто. Вот. Ну, блин, мне не нравится то, что у меня из-за гребаных экзаменов нет времени. Последние пару недель играть в Гвинт, и я очень сильно отстал. Вот. Но, ребят, я хочу небольшой вбросик сделать информации по поводу вообще того, что планируется дальше. Значит, я разбираюсь с экзаменами по вождению. Все это дело закрываю. Все хорошо будет. Вот. И как только я с этим делом разбираюсь, я возобновляю трансляцию уже в том режиме, в котором мы были. Скорее всего, будет новое расписание трансляций. И я хочу сказать, что скоро на моем канале выйдет очень интересное видео. Вот. Поэтому следите за обновлениями. Я очень стараюсь. Я надеюсь, что вам понравится. У меня достаточно много уйдет времени на это видео. Вот, но если я увижу вашу активность, если я увижу лайки, комментарии и все прочее, я буду эту рубрику поддерживать дальше. Вот. Ну, собственно, от вашей поддержки все это дело зависит. Еще одна новость вообще... Просто, как бы, я вот перед самым-самым стримом сам узнал. В общем, мне товарищи с Твича прислали приглашение на партнерскую программу. Это вообще был шок для меня, потому что, учитывая, что канал у нас достаточно небольшой, вот. Но, тем не менее, дорогие друзья, кто хочет поддержать, кто хочет быть в первых рядах, там, в курсе всего, и кто хочет пользоваться смайликами, которые нам станут доступны, кстати говоря, скорее всего. Вот. Но там, по-моему, надо какие-то голы выполнять, ну, цели выполнять, то есть там сколько-то подписчиков, сколько-то смайликов. Вот. Ну, я думаю, что партнерку, когда зарегаю, хотя бы сколько-то дадут, я их обязательно нарисую. Вот. Поэтому такие дела. Вот, у солиста теперь есть партнерка. Ну, пока еще нету, я вот сейчас прохожу регистрацию, но будет. Скоро будет партнерка. Вот, как раз, когда трансляции возобновятся, будет партнерка, будем играть. Вот. Ты уйдешь с Ютуба, благо канал на Твиче сделал. Не, в смысле, я с Ютуба никуда не денусь. Зачем? Почему? Там нету обязательств. Там нету обязательства, что типа стримить только на Твиче. Там просто сказано стать компаньоном Твича. Вот. Это нет. У меня просто появится кнопочка subscribe. Вот. Это не значит, что я буду... Партнерка запрещает. Я прочитаю еще раз условия. Если партнерка запрещает, тогда у меня не будет кнопочки subscribe. Потому что мне невыгодно уходить с Ютуба. Я... Ну, как бы... На ютубчике, ребята, как же я вас брошу. Вот, я проверю это утверждение. По-моему, это не совсем корректная тема, потому что я знаю кучу стримеров, которые стримят на Твиче и на Ютубе. Так надо ушел, потому что он как бы посчитал, что... Ну, насколько я знаю, что он посчитал просто, что Twitch для него более продуктивная площадка, чем YouTube. Вот, и как бы, ну, он понял, что, типа, контент создавать ему не очень интересно, он хочет стримить, и как бы он стримит, какие проблемы. Вот. Это дело каждого стримера, как бы, ребят, все строго индивидуально. Я прочитаю еще раз лицензионное соглашение, но я там что-то не помню. Партнерское соглашение, вот, но я что-то такое не помню. После партнерки только ролики на YouTube могут. Не, меня это не устраивает, я тогда не буду. Я тогда, скорее всего, не буду. Ну, в любом случае, я с информацией этой всей ознакомлюсь, еще раз. И еще раз это все переварю. Потому что, как бы, YouTube... Не, YouTube мне нравится, в принципе. Там и стримы хорошо идут, и... Ну вот, вы сейчас смотрите, ребята, меня с YouTube. Вот. Скорее, вот, если бы обратная ситуация была, если бы, допустим, YouTube мне предложил партнерку, и для этого мне надо было бы отказаться от Твича, но при этом там YouTube мне бы каких-то плюшек насыпал, я бы, скорее всего, отказался от Твича. Вот. Но я посмотрю на все эти темы, и приму конечное решение. Ну, в общем, просто знайте, что скоро, возможно, у солиста появится кнопочка subscribe, поэтому следите за новостями, следите за обновлением канала на YouTube, скоро появится вкусняшка. Я постараюсь закончить ее как можно скорее, вот, но будет очень круто. Мне прям нравится то, что получается, там очень все прикольно. Вот, засим, дорогие друзья. Спасибо всем, кто кто был сегодня со мной. На сегодня все. Встретимся в скором времени. Всем спокойной ночи. С вами был Солист. Всем пока-пока.